Hello, friend. Before we begin, notice your hands. Are they open or are they holding something tightly right now? This is English for the heart. Here, we learn English slowly. Grammar is the door we walk through. What waits inside is something gentler. So let your shoulders drop a little. Let the air come in on its own. You do not have to pull it. Just let it arrive and let it leave. There is a small word in English that carries an enormous amount of peace. The word is let, only 3 letters. Most of us have spent our lives learning the opposite verbs: fix, push, change, control, hold on. These verbs ask us to work. But some things in life do not want to be fixed. They want to be allowed. Today, I want to teach you the grammar of allowing. Let is what we call a causative verb. A causative verb describes how one person affects the action of another person or thing. The pattern is beautifully simple. Let plus an object plus a bare verb. A bare verb means the verb with no to in front of it. Here is the first example. Let me go, not let me to go. The verb go stands alone, bare and free. That is the rule. Second example. She let the door close. She did not close it. She allowed it. The door closed by itself, and she permitted that third example. He let his tea cool. Again, no forcing. No blowing on it. Time did the work, and he simply did not interfere. Fourth example, and the one that gives our lesson its name. Let it be, object, it, bare verb, be. Let this thing exist as it is. Do you feel the shape of it? Let removes you from the center of the sentence. You are no longer the one doing. You are the one permitting, and notice something quiet. In every one of these sentences, the action still happens. The door closes. The tea cools. Letting is not nothing. Letting is a choice. English has other causative verbs, and each one has real work to do. Let me show you how they differ so you never confuse them. Make means to force. She made me apologize. Have means to arrange or assign. I had the mechanic check my car. Both take the bare verb, like let. Allow is the polite cousin of let, but its pattern is different. Allow needs to. They allowed me to leave. Never allowed me leave. So remember the 2 families, let, make, and have take a bare verb. Allow, permit, and enable take to plus the verb. One more thing to keep separate. Let go of is a phrasal verb, not a causative. I let go of the rope. Here let go of simply means to release. The grammar is different though, the heart of the meaning is the same. Now let me tell you why I love this small verb so much. For most of my life, I believed that caring about something meant gripping it. If I loved a plan, I held it. If I feared a change, I pushed against it. Imagine a river meeting a stone. The stone does not fight. It does not push the water back. The water simply moves around it, and the stone stays exactly where it is. The stone lets the river pass. And because it lets the river pass, the stone is not broken. Resistance is what breaks things. Allowing is what survives. Think of a closed fist. It is strong, yes, but it can hold nothing new and it grows tired. An open palm holds just as much. and it never gets tired. When you say let in English or in your heart, your hand opens. That is all this grammar is asking of you today. Let us go one step further. And notice, let us shortens to let's. This is the invitation form. Let's begin. Let's rest. An offer, never an order. Now, letting usually happens in time. So we pair let with time clauses. Here is the rule that surprises many learners. After when, we use the present simple to talk about the future. When I let this feeling pass, I will feel lighter. Not when I will let. The present form carries the future. The same happens after if. If I let it be, the storm ends on its own. Present simple in the if half, and the result follows. Both halves are correct English. Will is a perfectly good and necessary verb. We simply do not need it inside the when and if clause itself. One more useful shape, let there be light. Let can even open space for something that does not exist yet. It makes room. So here is your practice. Not a test, just 3 sentences to keep in your pocket. When something small goes wrong, a delay, a message you did not want, say quietly, I let this be. When someone changes in a way you did not choose, say, I let them grow. Object them, bear verb grow. Correct grammar, and a very kind sentence. And when your own mind will not stop turning at night, say, let it be. Let it pass. Say them slowly. Feel how the sentence takes the weight out of your hands and sets it gently on the floor. The seasons are the greatest teachers of this verb. Autumn does not argue with summer. It does not fix summer or push it away. A tree in October lets its leaves fall, every single one. It does not call this a loss. It calls this the season. And the tree is not empty. It is resting. It is making room. In the spring it will be full again, not because it held on, but because it let go. You are allowed to be in a season you did not choose. You are allowed to let it pass without understanding it yet. Change is not asking your permission. But when you give it anyway, something inside you finally rests. So tonight, if you can, say it once out loud in English, slowly. I let it be. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me. If these slow lessons help your heart as much as your English, I invite you to like this video and subscribe so we can meet again. Until then, be gentle with yourself. Let the day be what it is. Goodbye.